entire day. And your job is to come up here before the practice even starts and kind of review what we're doing. Kind of start to think about some of the things that are involved on our practice plan. Right? I got this. This isn't my idea. Our college coach would do this. We put our practice plan, whatever we were going to do that day, boom. So you guys know exactly what we're going to do. Does that make sense? Okay, the field is just for whatever we need to do. It's going to be easier. You guys like to see stuff too. I like to see stuff. So instead of drawing it in the dirt like I did last time, I'm going to be using a whiteboard. Okay, it's going to be a little easier. And then you guys can do it too sometimes. A little pop quiz or whatever it is. Alright? So one big word on here I see is fundamentals. Right? We're going to focus on our fundamentals a lot this year. This is our first spring season, so we got to get to the basics. Right? Before we start doing crazy pickoff plays and crazy plays and trick plays and all kinds of stuff getting all fancy, we need to be able to do all the fundamentals the right way. Does that make sense? Okay. So do you remember what we were talking about in some of your guys' meetings? Some of those fundamentals, some of like the basics of baseball, some of those big tools that we're talking about. Anybody have any ideas? Take a guess. One person. Anybody? Raise your hand if you want to answer. What? Right. Anybody want to answer? What's one of the big fundamentals?
Only 1,000?
Fielding! There we go, number one. Defense. Okay? Okay? But wait, it's not just about defense, right? Every position that you play on defense, exactly, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Defensive fundamentals. Outfield and infield. Okay? There's fundamentals for every single spot. Outfield, infield, pitchers, and catchers. Okay? Some of the different fundamentals that we have to learn for that is routes to our fly balls. So for the outfielders, how you're catching your fly ball. Okay? Your throwing motion. Okay, so some of our catchers went to a catching camp. For a catcher, what kind of throw do? You do a little bow and arrow and throw it from here, right? From the outfield, I need to do a big long throw over the top so it goes far and it goes nice and straight. Those are all the fundamentals of playing those different positions. And that's what we're going to be focusing on. Because you guys are going to be expected to play more than just one position. Does that make sense? Okay. What's another one? Hitting. There's two separate ones for hitting. Batting average and power. Exactly. Ooh, Jackie, baby, you were paying attention for those meetings, huh? Power. We all know what that means, right? Doubles, triples, bombs. And then average, what does that mean?
It's like a batting average.
Exactly. Batting average is what? You get like a hit every 2 at-bats, 3 at-bats, or something like that. For us, we're not focused on that part. For us, the bomb squad, all we care about is hitting the ball hard. When we go to a tournament, people are going to be like, okay, guys, we know that these guys are going to be hitting the ball hard everywhere. So we got to make sure we're on the top of our game. If we hit it hard and they make a catch, diving catch, something crazy, hey, good job. They made a nice play. But guess what? If we just focus on hitting the ball hard, you'd be surprised how many runs we're going to score. Does that make sense? Okay. Number 4. Got 2 more. Tricky. Base running. Okay. So there's a couple. There's 2 easy there, right, guys? Okay. Speed. It's not just about how fast you are. Okay. You can be the fastest guy on the planet. Right? But unless you know how to run the bases, you don't need to. Right? As soon as that ball hits in the dirt, what are you doing? Boom! Run into the next base. As soon as that guy in the outfield bobbles the ball, boom! You take the next base. You're aggressive. You're a good base runner. Does that make sense? What's the last one? One of the most important ones. You can't do this close. What do you have to do? Come on. There we go. Okay. The fundamentals of throwing, you guys have to learn it. There's outfield throwing, there's infield throwing, there's catcher throwing, and then there's pitcher throwing. All 4 are different. You guys need to learn the difference between them and try to get good at each different one if you guys want to play those positions. Okay? So in college, I played the only position I didn't play was center field and pitcher. Center field. Okay, so if you want to play the outfield, you got to know how you got to get a big long arm over the top. Shortstop, second base, third base guys on the infield, You're not pulling back a bow and arrow, but you're not doing that super long one either. You're doing something nice and quick, right in this area, something quick and something smooth in that one. Catchers, bow and arrow. Keep it quick, keep it tight, boom. Knock that guy out. Pitching, you guys know pitching mechanics. Going through the balance, separation, pushing off, finishing your throw, all those different things. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So we're not going to do all of those today, right? We're going to focus on some big ones today. Defensive fundamentals. Okay, and we broke it down into a little bit. Outfield drills, outfield fundamentals, and infield fundamentals. Okay, we're going to go over that a little bit after we do our stretch, run, and throw. Okay, so you guys see what we're going to do. This is our practice plan for the day. And now after this, I'm just going to say, hey, let's stretch, run, and throw. And this is the part you guys are going to have to memorize. Okay, what we're about to do is we're going to run and stretch, and then we're going to throw after that. You guys have to memorize that whole routine that we're going to do. So that all we have to say is bomb squad, stretch. And then you guys just go on it. I'm going to do it with you today and for the next couple times so you guys can get used to it. But remember how we were doing all those things like this and stuff like this? Those are really, really important. Yeah, and we're going to add a little bit today too. Okay, and then we're going to actually do some sprints and stuff and practice some steel. Make sense?
Yep.
You guys need to move around a bit. All right, let's bring it in, boys. Bring it in nice and tight. First practice of the season. Bomb squad on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bomb squad! Okay, drop your